Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy Forrester Finnegan to vapor about firing Hope Logan. Carter Walton finds security against Forrester creations. Away, Electra Forrester makes an admission to Ivy Forrester. Unfortunately, Electra's history could ruin everything. Steffy flaunting. In the CEO office at Forrester Creations, Steffy tells Ridge Forrester that Hope and her fashion line are eventually gone. Ridge muses that it's the end of an era. However, I suppose the same line was used about Brooke Logan times agone. If history serves me rightly. Intriguing. Carter will be rankled after his failed discussion with Ridge. Carter aloud. He could really get through to Ridge. After all, they've been good musketeers for decades. Also, Carter got indeed madder when Ridge would bandy the unborn plans of the company. Not too long agone. Steffy advised Hope that Forrester Creations couldn't go to lose Carter. Now, Steffy has fully done a 180. Of course, Steffy has her reasons for that. Indeed, Ridge and Eric Forrester are questioning Carter's judgment. Moving forward, Carter makes a discovery. Holding some papers, Carter addresses about his ammo with Hope. At Forrester Creations, Electra confides in Ivy about her passions for Will Spencer. Ivy asks Electra if Will feels the same. Electra seems to suppose effects are going well, but mentions it being better than what she left before. Electra's history could come back to hang her. It seems Electra has an compulsive partner or snooper. Unfortunately, Electra will find that her history is resurfacing. How does Electra explain this to Will, and what does it mean for their future? Carter Walton feels slighted and inspired. The concise talk with Ridge Forrester opens the door to a mass exit from this notorious fashion house. Carter believes his idea to expand Forrester Creations needs to be admired. He's infrequently combated the family that runs the business, but has spoken veritably pointedly to the company's CEO chief administrative officers. Ridge may soon be Anik's best friend. Steffy Forrester Finnegan doesn't know that Carter has fallen for Hope Logan, so Steffy believes Carter is purely told by Hope's rearmost need to be saved from herself. What does Hexit mean? Hope is exiting Forrester Creations and will probably be followed by Carter and others. Zend Forrester appears primed to go next. But beyond the egregious, Carter and Zend, the developer who could fluently accept a reassignment anywhere differently in FC, further Logans are in focus. Brooke Logan is apoplectic. Yes, that's a deep overreaction because she knows that Ridge is in the dark about why Hope put on lingerie. But she can't help but to back Hope. So, it's not a stretch to suppose that Brooke will financially back her son in a new business adventure. Katie Logan might feel compelled to join her bastard in a show of family consanity. Steffy has no regrets. She thinks that Hope was throwing herself at John Finnegan. That didn't be, but Hope refuses to explain herself. Hope will have no reason to cover Carter if they leave FC shortly. But that would be a questionable point if their relationship is exposed before that implicit point in the plot. Wood's character felt compelled to ply her authority after giving Hope an alternate chance. However, especially after the event she witnessed, Hope would not have learned the assignment Steffy wanted to educate her and did, if she hadn't. As Carter said, he and Ridge are stylish musketeers. But Carter began questioning that status lately, and now Ridge is uncertain of their bond. Ridge will have to support Steffy unless Brooke tells him what Hope was doing in the design office before Finn walked by. Assuming that doesn't be soon, or Ridge doesn't gain sapience in some other way shortly, Carter will leave FC or be fired. This time Eric Forrester might be lower cherry and bright at the Thanksgiving table. Still, it might take until the periodic Christmas party sing along in his manse before all of the below plays out. Carter Walton shares his vengeance scheme with Hope Logan. Deacon Sharp and John Finnegan argue about Hope. Also, Electra Forrester and Will Spencer continue sizzling with chemistry. Pressures rise between Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes. It's teased that one woman asks a question, and the answer changes effects ever. Monday's occasion will also include Ridge Forrester, Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Katie Logan agitating the fallout of Hope's termination. Will and Elektra. It's teased that Will and Elektra give into the chemistry between them. A daily exercise clip also shows Elektra opening up to Ivy Forrester about her new love. In addition to that, Elektra's history will come back to hang her. Elektra flies into a fear. Elektra worries that her darkest secrets could resurface. It's teased in the daily exercise clip that Elektra has a snooper. Still, perhaps this is a romantic snooper. Could Elektra have done Commodity terrible, and the snooper is just looking for justice? Cleric and Finn will be at odds. The two men will argue about the verity over Hope. Meanwhile, Steffy and Ridge try to figure out why Carter is suddenly so passionate about Hope for the future. It's a laddie ridiculous that love has crossed their minds. Carter shares his vengeance plan with Hope. Meanwhile, Bill gets another strange letter from Luna. With Penelope Poppy Nozawa telling Luna too much, could Bill formally again be a target? Katie Logan will state enterprises to Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester since they're not backing down on Hope Logan's blasting. Katie is the head of PR and marketing, so she may make a vaticination about the disastrous blowback that could come from all this. Hope for the future may be floundering, but Hope is still a popular online figure who's amassed quite a following over the times. As the news spreads about Hope's line getting cut, there's going to be counter-reaction. Likewise, Katie may punctuate the fact that particular connections are presumably going to come into play then. Steffy fired her longtime rival for Liam Spencer, a man they both share daughters with. Although Steffy and Hope have both moved on, Katie may worry that ancient love triangle history could get splashed on gossip magazines. Of course, Hope was also Ridge's stepdaughter formerly upon a time, so people are going to wonder what was so obvious that he was willing to support Steffy in banishing Hope. Plus, Ridge is still in a relationship with Hope's mama, so the drama could trickle over and affect Brooke Logan's rebooted bedroom line. Despite Katie's warnings about the fallout, Steffy and Ridge will suppose they made the right call. Since Steffy completely believes Hope went too far with John Finnegan again, she'll just want to concentrate on the coming chapter without her in the picture. As for Carter Walton, he'll remain devoted to Hope and will continue to work lifelessly for the respect she deserves. Brooke will pose a question to Taylor Hayes, and she will like the answer she gets in return. Conflict is about to erupt thanks to Taylor's response, so this may involve a harsh verity about Hope or a concession about wanting Ridge back. Taylor might indeed admit she thinks the Forresters would have been better off if they'd no way met the Logans at all. Taylor's answer will leave Brooke furious and could change the game, so stay tuned for updates on the rising hostility. Christian Weissman is playing the part of Remy Price, a Joe from Elektra Forrester's history who easily can't be trusted. We caught a regard of Remy in the daily exercise, which showed him looking all minatory in front of way too numerous Elektra snaps. It's easy to see that Remy has an extremely unhealthy Elektra preoccupation, so this can only end in disaster. Although Elektra will let herself fall for Will Spencer, that won't stop her from fussing about her once catching up with her. Elektra won't be suitable to completely enjoy her happiness with Will since the trouble of Remy will loiter. It's possible that Remy is an ex-boyfriend who still thinks he can win Elektra back. Elektra might have ditched Remy for being too controlling and headed to LA with Ivy Forrester the first chance she got. The daily promo features Elektra talking about Will and intimating about anything being better than what she left before. Elektra will obviously be pertaining to Remy, so she's formerly been through a ton of fermentation thanks to his obsession. Will is the perfect gentleman and will continue to sweep Elektra off her bases, but Remy will put his snooper chops to good use and track her down. It may not indeed be too hard since Elektra should be thrown into the spotlight soon enough. That's commodity that'll concern Elektra, so this might involve some promotional work for the revived jewelry line. Elektra may be cautious of putting her face out there and getting Remy's attention, but he's coming to LA whether she likes it or not. As for Christian Weissman, you might fade him from other acting places on the Saved by the Bell reboot, The Potwins, Crushed, American Housewife and further. Weissman is also a published essayist and minstrel, so he's a man of numerous bents. Once Weissman hits the screen as Remy Price, he'll cause quite a stir and leave Elektra alarmed. Remy will have to deal with Will's wrath, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the showdowns ahead. Christian Weissman will make a huge splash as Remy Price.